Superman issue 26 finds Superman battling Synmar, opening up his mind to a possible psychic link with the being to learn why this attack is happening, telling the alien who he is and how they are not enemies. Synmar blasts Superman up onto the roof of the Daily Planet, grabbing him as Clark again wonders why the being is trying to destroy him. The day before, Lois awakens from her night of research, heading up to bed to find Clark laying down. He tells his wife he's not sleeping, just taking a moment, making Lois wonder what brought this on. Clark says that he wanted to be there with Lois, not wanting to wake the woman from her 22-minute sleep cycle. He tells her that he went to see Dr. Fate, telling her that their talk was good and he was able to take a moment of introspection, which allowed him to realize that between Leviathan, the Daily Planet being raided by the FBI, the Invisible Mafia, and everything else, the hero knows stress might be the issue he's having, and it might be why he felt so compelled to tell his truth to the world. He says he took another step back though, and he realized he never really feels stressed because he's never alone, and he's always standing next to Lois, and she never lets him take on the full weight of anything. Clark knows it happened the first day he met her and how he instantly felt better and centered, and he thinks that more than he tells Lois. Clark says that he doesn't know what he would be without Lois as he kisses his wife, but the moment is broken by Kellex alerting him to something in the fortress. Clark tells Lois that he's gotta go, and she wonders if she can write about the immediate peril that Earth is in. Superman speeds off to the fortress of Solitude, learning of a space anomaly heading towards Earth. Clark thinks that it's Mongol again, but Kellex confirms it's not. It's something unidentified from an uncharted part of the galaxy. He asks where it's headed, learning that it's coming to the fortress and will be there in 14 hours. Clark asks the robot to keep him updated and ready the emergency systems just in case. Elsewhere in the fortress, Clark awakens Jimmy, who has been crashing at the fortress. Jimmy thanks Superman for letting him stay, but Clark tells his pal just to call him Clark. But Jimmy says for some reason he just can't, wanting just to stick with Superman. Clark says that he was going to head back to the planet to get a story in, but Jimmy reminds him that they were told to lie low and stay away from the planet while the FBI do their job. Clark knows, but he wants to write a story, and Jimmy says he would like to bother Perry, so the two head out of the fortress, where Superman asks if Jimmy wants to get a few new pictures of the new fortress. The cold Jimmy, however, hopes Superman will do that thing where he uses his heat vision and doesn't burn his face off, but just warms it enough so he's not so cold while they fly halfway across the world. Clark obliges his friend as the duo arrive back at the planet, and Clark changes into his suit, talking about his interview with Lana Lang and how nice it was, hoping he gave her enough to work with. Once in the bullpen, Steve Lombard bumps into Clark, wondering why he's dressed in his business suit. Clark says it's because he's in the office, but Steve knows that it's just going to be weird all the time. Clark apologizes, knowing Steve is frustrated with him since he made an impossible situation for them all there. Clark tells the sports writer he values their long friendship and he wants to make it up to him. Steve is shocked, however, to learn that they are friends, thinking of them more like competitors. Steve says that he just doesn't feel safe around the planet anymore since they might just be attacked, but Jimmy reminds them that they work in a building with a giant globe on the roof and the city has Lex Luthor in it, so they are always a target. But Steve knows that Jimmy is aware of what he means. Clark says that most people always knew the people at the planet were closest to Superman, but Steve knows that this feels different. To reassure his friend, Clark reveals a long time ago the Justice League installed technology around this and other buildings in Metropolis, the same tech that is currently protecting the Hall of Justice, and after Leviathan, they fortified it further since he was sure Leviathan was coming for media outlets, and Lois was right, and they were going to come for them. Clark tells Steve that they are safer here than anywhere really but the Batcave, and it's the least he could do after what he put them through, although he thought Perry was going to tell everyone about it. Trish Q says that he did, but Steve doesn't read his emails. Trish asks Clark about his interview with Lana and why she got it and not her. Clark says that Lana is an old high school friend as Kellex sends him an alert about the UFO, finding it's changed trajectory and is now headed directly for the Daily Planet. Clark suits up, flying out of a skylight as Steve knows that this is all going to be weird, remembering the time where he found all of those ties in the supply room and everyone thought he was crazy. Clark meanwhile remembers Lois and Hal Jordan's words about his new status quo, remembering how they said just lean into it as he speeds into the atmosphere, using his telescopic vision to see the ship speeding past Saturn. He finds the unknown alien fascinating as he knows he needs to meet the ship halfway, since if this is someone looking for help, then he can help, but if it's someone looking for trouble, the best way to meet it would be away from anything. Clark meets the alien, who opens his ship, impressing the hero who knows this is a unique encounter. He doesn't think the alien is hostile, and since it's coming for him, it must know something about him. He wonders if this is connected to the United Planets as Synmar attacks, trapping the hero in its energy and causing him to black out. Later, Superman regains consciousness, finding himself in Earth's atmosphere, where the being drags the hero towards the Daily Planet. Clark tries to talk to the alien, opening his mind to a psychic connection as the Daily Planet staff scatter. The destruction the staff expect never comes, however, and Jimmy rushes outside, finding Superman and the alien have disappeared. Superman and Synmar meanwhile were teleported to the Phantom Zone by the planet's defenses, which Kellex luckily activated in time. Clark knows that unless he's dealing with some completely alien cultural misunderstanding, then this alien has come to destroy him and his world, and he wants to know why. Clark again tries talking with the alien, speaking multiple Earth languages and even Kryptonian to see if the alien picks up on any of them, but the alien responds by blasting Superman again, smashing him through the Phantom Zone rocks. Superman issue 26 continued the great Synmar storyline, this time showcasing Superman's quote-unquote first contact moment with an alien species he or no one else has ever seen. I loved how much Clark tries to figure out why Synmar is attacking him and why he is there, doing everything in his power to try and resort to non-violence. His talk with Lois was really fantastic as well, and really cements that Bendis writes Lois and Clark quite beautifully, knowing they both hold each other up and make each other better people. I love the idea of a defense network covering the Daily Planet as well, and it's something I'm surprised really hasn't come a lot sooner, or has been a mainstay in comics for a very long time. It's a great idea, and now it's got a Phantom Zone projector protecting it, so it can take the threat away from the city and the Earth for that matter, so if Superman does indeed need to fight, he can fight without worrying anyone will get hurt. I think that's really quite cool. I'm looking forward to the continuation of this arc next issue, and hopefully Superman can get through to this alien and talk it out and kind of learn it was basically just a cultural misunderstanding. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10.